Heat advisory in effect from noon Thursday to 9 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time Friday. The National Weather Service in Great Falls has issued a heat advisory, which is in effect from noon Thursday to 9 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time Friday. Temperatures, record or near record maximum temperatures are expected for an extended period during the afternoon hours of Thursday and Friday across the plains of north-central Montana. High temperatures on Thursday at 100 to 105 degrees are expected, with highs climbing once again above the century mark on Friday. Some locations along the High Line and in the Missouri River Valley may approach 110 degrees on Friday. Impacts, heat exhaustion or a stroke is possible if proper precautions are not taken. Temperatures in parked cars can become lethal in a matter of minutes. A heat advisory means that a period of hot temperatures is expected. The combination of hot temperatures will create a situation in which heat illnesses are possible. Take extra precautions if you work or spend time outside. When possible, reschedule strenuous activities to early morning or evening. Drink plenty of fluids, stay in an air-conditioned room, stay out of the sun, and check up on relatives and neighbors. Young children and pets should never be left unattended in vehicles. This is especially true during hot weather when car interiors can reach lethal temperatures in a matter of minutes. Look before you lock. Are expected for an extended period during the afternoon hours of Thursday and Friday across the plains of north-central Montana. High temperatures on Thursday at 100 to 105 degrees are expected, with highs climbing once again above the century mark on Friday. Some locations along the High Line and in the Missouri River Valley may approach one. Heat advisory in effect from 1 p.m. Friday to 9 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time Saturday. The National Weather Service in Great Falls has issued a heat advisory, which is in effect from 1 p.m. Friday to 9 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time Saturday. Temperatures, record or near record maximum temperatures are expected for an extended period during the afternoon hours of Friday and Saturday across the areas of north-central Montana. Temperatures will rise even higher than normal for this time of year, reaching between 102 and 108 degrees. Temperatures will climb even higher across the area later in the day, close to the 120-degree range. Heat exhaustion or a stroke is possible if proper precautions are not taken. Temperatures in parked cars can become lethal in a matter of minutes. A heat advisory means that a period of hot temperatures is expected. The combination of hot temperatures will create a situation in which heat illnesses are possible. Take extra precautions if you work or spend time outside. When possible, reschedule strenuous activities to early morning or evening. Drink plenty of fluids, stay in an air-conditioned room, stay out of the sun, and check up on relatives and neighbors. Young children and pets should never be left unattended in vehicles. This is especially true during hot weather when car interiors can reach lethal temperatures in a matter of minutes. Look before you lock. Heat advisory in effect. Time Saturday. The National Weather Service in Great Falls has issued a heat advisory, which is in effect from 1 p.m. Friday to 9 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time Saturday. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Cascade County Emergency Management. A fire has broken out just to the south of Great Falls, Montana, due to extremely hot and dry conditions. At this time, the cause of the fire is unknown, but police are looking into the situation. Several fire trucks are on the scene at the moment in an attempt to extinguish the blaze. Persons are advised to stay away from this area until the situation is fully resolved. Stay tuned to local media outlets for further information. Heat advisory in effect from 1 p.m. Friday to 9 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time Saturday.
These are the 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time observations for the Charlotte metropolitan area on Sunday, November 4th. At Charlotte Douglas International Airport, it was sunny. The temperature was 41 degrees, the dew point 22, and the relative humidity 25%. The wind was west at 15 miles an hour, gusting to 21. The pressure The following message is transmitted at the request of the Mecklenburg County Emergency Management. A large fire has just developed within the vicinity of Charlotte, North Carolina about 5 minutes ago. Police believe that it is due to the heat wave occurring in the area, along with extremely dry conditions. It is unknown if this fire was caused intentionally or not. Firefighters are currently on the scene attempting to extinguish the fires. All residents in the city of Charlotte are advised to evacuate the area immediately. Gather enough food, water, clothing, medical supplies, and a battery-powered radio for more information. Seek shelter now. This is an extremely dangerous situation. Seek shelter now. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Mecklenburg County Emergency Management. A large fire has just developed within the vicinity of Charlotte, North Carolina. The NOAA Weather Radio All Hazards, WNG 538 broadcasting from a tower on Grandmother Mountain, near Linville, North Carolina, operating on a frequency of 162.450 MHz. This transmitter is serving the northern foothills and northern mountains of North Carolina. The current time is 4:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The following message is transmitted at the request of the McDowell County Emergency Management. A large fire has developed within the vicinity of Little Switzerland, North Carolina, and is spreading rapidly throughout the area. Approximately 4 minutes ago, it is believed that the fire started due to a large campfire occurring in the area. Due to gusty winds in the area and very low humidity, extremely dry conditions have occurred as a result, and particles from the large campfire have ignited some large trees in the area, producing a large wildfire. Firefighters are currently on the scene attempting to extinguish the fires. This is a very dangerous situation and should be taken seriously. All residents in the vicinity of Little Switzerland are strongly advised to evacuate the area immediately. If you choose not to evacuate, you may be putting your life in extreme danger. Gather enough food, water, clothing, medical supplies, and a battery-powered radio. Evacuate now. I repeat, evacuate now. The following message is transmitted at the request of the McDowell County Emergency Management.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the Clovis Police Department. A large fire has occurred in the city of Clovis, California. A large semi-truck carrying flammable fluids has crashed into several cars on an intersection within the area of Clovis, and a large fire is spreading across the area as a result. It is believed that the truck lost its brakes entirely due to a ruptured brake line, and the truck lost control at an intersection, crashed into 5 to 6 cars, and then completely exploded into a raging inferno. About 15 to 20 fatalities have been reported as a result of this incident, along with 50+ injuries sustained from the blast. In addition, unusually high temperatures in the area is making this situation even more dangerous due to dry conditions, along with the possibility of other buildings being ignited and making the situation worse. All residents within a 2-mile radius of the city of Clovis are advised to evacuate the area immediately. Police and firefighters have arrived promptly at the scene to try and extinguish the fires. Do not return home until it is declared safe by the proper authorities. Make sure you gather enough food, water, clothing and medical supplies. Also, don't forget to bring a battery-powered radio with you for more information. As of right now, persons in the affected area are requested to evacuate the area immediately. I repeat, evacuate the area immediately. Immediate evacuation. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Joplin Police Department. A large fire has developed within the city of Joplin and is spreading rapidly across the area. At 5:58 p.m. Central Standard Time, an explosion has occurred at the messenger towers in the city of Joplin, causing the building to burst into flames and spread across the area. It is unknown on how the fire started, however, it is believed that a kitchen fire has caused the explosion to occur, along with extremely dry conditions. About 567 casualties were reported from this incident, along with 100 injuries from the fire and smoke. Firefighters are currently on a scene attempting to extinguish the fires. This is a very dangerous situation and should be taken seriously. All residents in the city of Joplin are strongly advised to evacuate the area immediately. If you choose not to evacuate, you will face certain death. Gather enough food, water, clothing, medical supplies, and a battery-powered radio. Evacuate now. I repeat, evacuate now. Civil danger warning for New York City. The following message is transmitted at the request of the New York Police Department. A dangerous and mysterious event is currently unfolding in New York City. Due to extremely high temperatures occurring across multiple parts of the country, several dangerous events have spawned as a result, causing catastrophic damage to major cities and residential areas. There have been numerous reports of people suffering first to second-degree burns from touching the ground, due to temperatures soaring up to over 145 degrees Fahrenheit or higher. So far, 2 fatalities have been reported as a result of this extremely dangerous heat wave. Hospitals have become increasingly overwhelmed with cases of people being burned, mostly on their feet due to walking on the hot ground. Numerous automobiles in the area have had their tires popped due to the excessive heat surrounding them. Some reports have indicated that some cars have even exploded due to the intense heat. Some buildings in the area have also been reported to be steaming enough to the point where the heat could be felt about 30 to 40 feet away from the buildings. It is unknown what is causing this devastating heat wave to occur, but the National Weather Service, along with the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, will be looking into this situation very carefully in order to determine the cause of this dangerous and life-threatening event. For now, all residents in the United States, along with the rest of the world, are advised to take the following actions. Stay as cool and as hydrated as possible. If you see any fires, try to extinguish them by all means. Be sure to drink plenty of cold water to stay hydrated. If you must do so, evacuate the area immediately. If you wish to stay where you are, be sure that you have your air conditioner or fan on full blast to stay cool during this emergency. If you plan to walk outside during this heat wave, make sure you use sufficient amounts of sunscreen on your body to avoid getting burned. Make sure you have plenty of food, water, clothing, medical supplies, and a battery-powered radio for your stay in the shelter. Listen to NOAA weather radio, commercial radio, and television outlets for more information on this dangerous situation.
Good evening, everyone. It is currently 8 p.m. sharp Central Standard Time here in Joplin, Missouri. I'm Mason Coleman with your latest news from KZRG 102.9 FM, 105.9 FM, and also on 1310 AM. Now, we start off the evening news with some heat waves that are currently being reported across the country, as there have been reports of temperatures going from 125 degrees Fahrenheit to as high as 137 degrees Fahrenheit, and it is causing severe damage in areas such as Clovis, California, in Fresno County, and Charlotte, North Carolina, in Mecklenburg County. Now, I'm being told just now by my producers that we have a new emergency alert system message coming over the wire as we speak, but we will continue to gather information from news sources like CNN, NBC, and Fox, as well as any other news channels that are covering this situation. But for now, this is an activation of the emergency alert system over KZRG.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government and the Federal Emergency Management Agency. There have been many recent reports of casualties across the United States from residents being burned or boiled alive in rivers, lakes, ponds, and pools. At 7:59 p.m. Central Standard Time, there were many reports of steam coming from lakes, rivers, ponds, and pools, causing them to boil and slowly dry up. It is believed the heat waves that were reported across the country and the rest of the world is the cause of this phenomenal event. Approximately 200,000 casualties have been reported from either being burned or boiled alive from the water. This is a very dangerous situation and should be taken seriously. Every resident in the United States are highly advised to listen to the following instructions. Stay away from lakes, rivers, ponds, pools, or anything with water in it to stay safe. If you refuse, you have a high chance of facing certain death. The National Weather Service, along with the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, will be continuing to look into this situation very carefully in order to determine the cause of this dangerous and life-threatening event. Stay tuned to your local station and media outlets for more information and updates on this dangerous situation.
You're listening to Cool 108, where all the cool music is at. We're seeing some pretty high temperatures here, but hopefully the situation will be resolved soon, and we're hoping that will happen. But for now, let's listen to this jam right here. It's called Shooting Star.
Civil danger warning. The following message is transmitted at the request of the National Aeronautics and Space Administration. Increasingly high temperatures have been occurring throughout the United States within the past week, causing severe damage. Several reports of large fires, explosions, melting cars and buildings, along with numerous injuries and fatalities, have been received. Recent reports have just come in from the city of Anoka, Minnesota, along with the rest of the state, with surrounding states included in this radius, and as a result, completely catastrophic damage has occurred throughout the area. Several mass casualties have also been reported from the intense heat. Very gruesome details have also been received by local authorities. People were seen suffering on the streets of Anoka, Minnesota, with flesh peeling from their entire body as the heat continues. Nearly all lakes in the states of Minnesota are currently boiling due to extreme temperatures, along with several cars and trucks melting entirely within the vicinity. In addition, the lakes that are boiling seem to have been turning into a dark, rich, red color. Witnesses have reported to be hearing excessively loud, blood-curdled screams coming from the lakes. As many as over 500,000 fatalities have been reported from this heat wave. New information has been discovered from the National Aeronautics and Space Administration as this message is being sent out. It appears that the sun has been slowly moving towards the Earth over the last few days for an unknown cause, but this explains why temperatures have been higher than normal at this time of year across the world. This is a catastrophic situation and should not be ignored. NASA is working with the United States government, along with the Federal Emergency Management Agency, to set up shelters across the entire United States. NASA is also trying to figure out a solution to this situation, and what can be done to prevent our planet from going under. Please stay tuned to commercial radio and to the media outlets for further information on this dangerous and life-threatening situation. This message will be retransmitted in approximately 1 minute.
God, it is really hot in our studio right now. This is KZRG. We're trying to keep our cool here in the extremely hot temperatures. So forgive me if I'm running out of breath periodically. It's just really hot in here and I'm having a hard time cooling off. I don't think the situation will get any better anytime soon. But I'm gonna try my best to give you guys some information. We have received from Minnesota and Anoka, people were seen suffering in the streets of Anoka. People actually have flesh peeling from their own bodies due to the excessive heat. That report almost made me gag. Now, hold on, let me drink my water here. It's not really helping, but I'm trying. Forgive me if I'm panting, but it is extremely hot in here, folks. I'm gonna try my best to stay on the air as long as I can to give you guys up-to-date information. Okay, so, oh my God, it's too hot. What? Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God! Ow! Oh! Oh my God! I'm burning alive! No! I can't feel my legs! Ah! Ah!
We interrupt our programming. This is a global emergency. Important instructions will follow. The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government. This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. Our planet is slowly coming to an end. At approximately 5:39 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, there have been reports of increasingly high temperatures across the globe, causing catastrophic damage. There were reports of temperatures reaching from 265 degrees Fahrenheit to as high as 300 degrees, with some instances of 400 degrees or higher. There have also been many reports of blackouts from the power getting fried by the rising heat. Everything is melting. With the sun slowly moving closer to Earth by the second, temperatures will start to increase to highly dangerous levels. NASA has also shed some disturbing news about the situation. It is confirmed that there will be no way of stopping this situation from escalating any further. Blood-curdled screams have been heard throughout the entire planet as this horrible event unfolds. Humanity is experiencing its imminent doom. Planet Earth is about to succumb to the elements of rising heat. There is no place to escape from this astronomical event. There is no reason to stay calm. Go into panic mode. All residents of the United States, gather your friends and families and pray for our final moments together. Romans 6:23. For the wages of sin is death, but the free gift of God is eternal life in Christ Jesus, our Lord. May God help us all. This station will sign off for the final time with our national anthem. Please stand by as we conclude the final activation of the emergency alert system.